My name is Jim. I run a charity where we collect things for children and we give them to poor families. There was an incident that occurred here a couple of years ago which involved car seats. There were two sisters. One sister was poor, the other was not poor. One of the things that the poor sister needed was car seats for her children, and we were able to accommodate her and give them to her. Later on in the day, this poor person's sister came and also asked for car seats as well. And thinking that she was in the same kind of situation of poverty, I said yes. And when she came to my place, and when she drove up in a very, very fancy car, and I was confronted with a couple of things. First, I knew that this person with a car like this, or I made the judgment that a person with a car like this possibly could afford getting their own car seats, and that I might deprive somebody else who really needed them of the car seats. What happened was, and I'll just make up a car, but it may not have been this. It wasn't the same car, but I'll just say, when she came in, I saw the car, and I said to her, "This is a very fancy car you have. It's a top of the line Toyota." And she got very angry and said, "Well, I have a right to it. I work. I have a job." And I said, "I understand, and you're entitled to any car that you want, that you can afford. But I have people who call me off the street. I have people who can't afford a phone in their own home, and they have to choose between owning a car so they can get to work, or having a phone in their own home. And so what am I doing giving these seats to you instead of to them?" What I then said to her was, "This is really a necessity place. It's not a convenience place. What you're going to need to do is switch the car seats from one car to the other. I really can't give you these seats based on what I'm seeing." And I had tremendous conflicts with this. Even after I made the decision, I had conflicts. I was wondering if I was thinking about prejudices that I had in the past, where I used to hear stories about poor people driving, so-called poor people driving up to places in Cadillacs and collecting welfare checks, and while I knew that was my prejudice, or that was prejudice that was planted in my brain, and it all came back from what I had thought about as a child, but I really believed after thinking about it that it was the right thing. I felt badly seeing her walk off in a huff, and she was really angry. Even after my explanation, she wasn't particularly pleased with what I said, and I had a talk with somebody about this afterward. I really did. I was pretty upset, and what the person said to me was, sometimes when you hold up a mirror to somebody, they don't always like what they see.